Hi everyone, Rachel Jensen here, broker owner of Luna Realty Belize on the beautiful island of Ambergris Key. We are in the inbox today, which is where we answer questions that have been asked by folks like you about the real estate industry here in Belize. So we are on question 54, which means we have 53 other great questions that have been answered. Be sure you tune into those answers after this one to make sure that you are all caught up on what is going on here. Now, today's question is from Timothy, and he says, how does the insurance work with hurricanes? Obviously, it is important to know what that answer is because the location that we're in here in Belize, we have seen hurricanes here. We don't typically get as many hurricanes as other places in the Caribbean or Florida or Texas. However, it is possible that Mother Nature will blow a hurricane through at some point. So the best thing that you can do as an owner of real estate here is be prepared for that. Now, if you're buying within a condo complex, typically the condo complex has insurance and then they prorate the insurance based on your size of your condo, and then they'll bill you that annually. But if you're looking at a property that does not have insurance already, or perhaps you're building afresh and you want to know more about what costs look like, these are the three companies that I would recommend that you can go to. These are the three prominent companies. There are more here. However, you will tend to find that most people are working with RF&G, Atlantic Insurance, and Insurance Corporation of Belize. These companies are reinsured through North American companies, so it gives you a little bit of peace of mind. But if you want to quote or if you want to give them your specific situation, reach out to these guys. Please do not reach out to me and ask me what the cost of your insurance is going to be. I don't work for the insurance company. I'm just here to nudge information your way to help you do that research. So let's talk about a couple of considerations. And I'm going to guess a lot of these resonate with the insurance packages that you have in your home country, but let's just go through these. Now, as a general rule of thumb, you can anticipate about $8 of insurance for every $1,000 of home value for concrete builds. And then if you're building with wood or you have a property built out of wood, expected to be more expensive at about $30 insurance for every $1,000 of home value for wood. Now, this price may have changed, could have changed by the time that you're listening to it. So of course, go back to that insurance company, ask them for a quote, or you can get the actual insurance prices that properties are paying if they are already constructed and operating. So you can always ask your realtor for those details, but let's just go through a few of the considerations. And again, this is probably something that looks very similar based on what they do in your home country, but it's always good to reiterate it. One is the build price versus the appraised price. So understand just because you may be paying $700,000 for a condo, it does not necessarily mean that that's the amount that they're going to insure. In addition to that, obviously, we just talked about this, the construction methodology is going to play a big role in what the cost of your annual insurance is. Insurance, like in many places, is renewed on an annual basis. But if you are using wood, do expect for it to be more expensive. A lot of times you'll see construction here is used with the traditional cinder blocks, rebar. It's a very, very durable method. And so that's what we tend to see a lot of builds are out of. But of course, people like wood, like the aesthetics of wood. And if you are one of those folks, just understand that the insurance will be more expensive. Also, you'll need to understand that the closer you are to a body of water, better chance that you have of having a higher premium. In addition to that, the size of your home, larger home you have, the more expensive it's going to be to insure. The quality of the pilings, this is really important because in Belize, a lot of times you will find that homes are elevated or maybe not necessarily 10 feet off the ground all the time, but they are going to be elevated to some extent because the country has flooded before. So they want to see the quality of the pilings. Are they wood? Are they concrete? I always recommend that even if you are building a wood home, that you have concrete pilings, or perhaps if you are buying something that already has wood pilings, reinforce it with concrete. That helps a tremendous amount, but they are going to be looking at the quality of your pilings for the insurance. And then also what you want covered. It's not necessarily a one size fits all insurance package. For folks who want hurricane coverage and coverage against acts of God, there's that. If you are just wanting if you just want coverage against fires, there's a coverage for that. So it really will range, as you say with the general rule of thumb, it's a very, very general average. But if you want something more specific, I would recommend that you go to any of these three insurance companies, all of them. Why not? Get quotes. And you can also browse their website a little bit more to see the different coverage packages they have to really pick something that best suits you. Now, if you don't want insurance, not obligated to get it. I would say that if you are planning to finance or take advantage of seller financing, they probably would require you to have insurance. So just bear that in mind if you are building or if you are buying a property that's already completed. We're just skimming the surface here. Obviously, there's a lot more information for you to review. A lot of that's going to be dependent on your specific situation and what it is that you end up purchasing. Feel free to reach out to us, though. We would love to get you introduced to opportunities here in Belize, help you find the right property for you. I have a fantastic team that works beside me, and our goal really is to make sure you find that ideal property in Belize. My name is Rachel Jensen. Reach out to us. I get that email below, info@lunarealtybelize.com. And we also have a complimentary copy, an e-copy of the Belize Lifestyle Guide for Foreigners. If you're planning to spend some time here in Belize, I highly recommend this guide. In here, I put things that I wish I knew when I first moved to the island 10, 12 years ago, and things that are pertinent today. So with that, feel free to reach out, folks. We'd love to hear from you and hopefully seeing you here in paradise. Bye, everyone.